those who are scared to go to that edge, I'm going to tell you how to get there, and I'm going to instill some confidence in you and tell you things that will help you succeed, whether it's in your job, your life in general, your relationships, whatever it is you need to excel yourself to the next level. Number one, be confident and be direct with whoever you're talking to. I know I did a knife hand, but be confident and direct with whoever you're talking to. And make sure that even if you don't know how to solve the situation, you're confident enough that they believe in you, that you are going to help solve the situation and come up with a solution to the problem. So, for example, if you didn't know how to change a car tire, and your significant other says, "Oh man, I don't know how to do this. I'm stranded. I can't do anything. I'm going to fix it. I'll be on my way." Even if they say, "Oh, well, you never fixed one before." Don't worry about it. I got it. I'm going to fix it for you. And we're going to get you back on the road. Instilling that confidence in someone else, even if you don't know how to do it, figure it out, because that is your job as a man, is to figure it out. Okay, so be confident in what you want to do, what you're going to do, and when you say you're going to do it, actually fall through. If you do not fall through, it will start to be perceived as you're just a fucking bullshitter. Excuse my language, but that's just the way it is. Either you step up, you man up, and you're confident in your decision, and I can rely on you as a team partner. Okay, there's a lot of people that are not reliable in regard to just their well-being, showing up on time. There's a lot of people that are not reliable in their work, their word, their ethics, their morals, or their behavior. Okay, those are things that all make up the characteristic of a man. All right, so now we're going to move on to the next step. Now that you know you have to be confident, you have to do exactly what you say you're going to do. Okay, and if your word as a man is everything, everything tied to your name is coming from your word. So if you say, "I'm going to do this on this day," then you make sure it gets done on that day. If you say, "Hey, I'm going to help you out so we can tackle these dishes, so we can do the next objective here," then you make sure you help out, you tackle the dishes. Now, I'm not saying you need to be a robot, and I'm not saying that you need to just be, "Oh, well, I need to do this," but your word is very important, because the times that you lack and you give your word out and you don't stand up to your word, it just discredits you as the individual. Okay, and it can be the same for females, but we're just talking about men today. Your word means everything, because it is your duty to provide, protect, destroy anything that gets in your way, and also make sure that you are the one that handles the problems. The world is on top of the man's shoulders for a reason. This isn't just because it's some famous statue. This is a depiction that the world is supposed to be on your shoulders, because you were supposed to handle it, be confident, find the solution. Your word is everything, and then crush the objective. That is what you're supposed to do. Okay, you are not as emotionally intelligent compared to a female, so therefore you understand that you can bury your emotions and stuff like that, which that will be another video on how to monitor your emotions within reason, and also still conduct yourself to be a man, so you don't feel like you have to bottle them up inside. That's a separate video. But men are not emotionally intelligent enough unless they're reading about it, they're studying it, and they're understanding it, and how to convey the emotions in regards to whoever they're talking to. You're not going to be able to then broadcast this out in regard to being the best version of yourself, because you're always held in and compartmentalize things, and you actually never open the door back up. Women are very emotionally intelligent, which is why they know when something is wrong with you, and why they know what you're going to do before you do it in XYZ. It's in their DNA pattern to recognize these things, because we are oblivious to it. But you got to play the cards that you're dealt. Another part of being a man in general, okay, is you got to take care of your body. You are a representation of what you're capable of doing, and also what you're not capable of doing, because if you don't take care of it, maybe you're a lazy individual. That needs to stop. I'm not saying that you can't be lazy on some days. The point is, if your family needs you or someone needs you, you need to be able to perform. even if you were tired or you had a bad day or it's raining out, it doesn't matter. If you need to carry this person to X point because that is the fastest way to get there or to get some help, you need to be able to conduct that. But it will seriously help your mental fucking health. If you don't believe in depression, then it won't fucking happen to you, okay? Because you're not putting it in the universe for you to believe it. The belief system, another huge, huge part. Everything that you've ever known, you should question. And you should question the belief behind it. Does it make sense? Is it reasonable? Is it correct? Is that the way that the rest of society operates? And it's not saying that you need to be like everyone else, but when you pick your role model and then you're picking your belief system behind that, there is a belief system that they have that they believe in that got to that point. Is it in alignment with yours? And how are you going to make it in alignment? Which means you need to change certain aspects and things about yourself to include your belief system. So if you had a terrible upbringing and you realize things are not going well for you, they're not working out in your life, the jobs suck, your everything that's coming into you is straight garbage, is because that's what you're putting out. Your belief system is shaping and developing the way that your life is going to be for the rest of it. And the only person that can change it is you. You are the only person. There's no one else. No one else. And you are the direct representation of what you are able to achieve, what you're able to have, and what you've earned in life. Is all based on your belief system and what you decide to do. So, for example, you see my bracelet here is 22 a day. I had trouble with that in regards to certain friends that have passed years ago. And every year around the winter time, I used to get in this whole episode of depression and all this other stuff. Until one day I woke up and I said, if I don't fucking believe in depression, then it's not going to be able to affect me because I have too many things going on to be depressed. I have too many goals that I want to hit to be depressed. And every moment that I spend depressed is someone that's right on my heels that now they pass me because I was spending time doing that. For what? For what? And don't get me wrong, it took me a very long time to understand that, but the situation never changed. You know what did change? The belief system and the context as to why am I upset. I understand the reason why I should be upset, but how long do I need to be upset? Does it need to carry on for months? Do I need to change my behavior and all these other things because of a situation that was out of my control or a multitude of situations that were out of my control? It depends on your belief system. When a plane is going up in the sky or a rocket and it's going like this, if it drops speed, it falls. Okay? You can't be caught in depression if you're constantly doing something because there will be no time for it. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Always be an asset. Again, these are just a couple tips and tricks that I have learned to being a better man and how to control myself, my emotions. Mastery of oneself is what I ultimately want to do. I'm a fighter, a warrior. I want to crush objectives and make sure that everything is emotionally sound and I'm making sure I'm mapping things out as I go to get the best possible outcome, even in the worst case scenario. If you guys enjoy these kind of talks and they're realistic, they're unfiltered, subscribe and let's keep fucking pushing. As always, be an asset.